Now comes the second example of monosaccharides. The second example was fructose. What is a fructose? How is it made? How is it found? Its formula, everything. Fructose. The fructose has a formula similar to glucose of C6H12O6. The same formula of glucose. In the case of glucose, we saw that the glucose has a aldehyde in it. Fructose is a ketosis. It means that fructose has a ketone in them. Occurrence. How are they found? How to make them? Occurrence. So in honey and all the sweet fruits, you get what? In this honey and sweet fruits, if you just extract everything from them, in the end you get equal amounts of glucose and fructose. So fructose is also known as fruit sugar. One more fact, if you add 2 molecules of fructose, you actually form a sucrose. Sucrose is formed. Sucrose is a disaccharide formed by adding adding 2 molecules of fructose. Okay. So now comes the structure of fructose. Structure of fructose. So over here, the first thing, the formula of fructose. The formula of fructose is C6H12O6. Very good. It is C6H12O6. The first thing to note over here is that fructose contains 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen, 6 atoms of oxygen. The fructose contains 5 OH group, 5 alcoholic group and 1 ketone group. Okay. The ketone group is on the second carbon atom. So if you have to draw this, the first thing is that you should always start with the structure of glucose, and from the structure of glucose you actually make this. So if you remember, glucose looks like this. Okay. So you have to do what? You have to do just keep these 4 atoms fixed. These atoms has to be fixed. The second thing we saw that they have a ketone group on the second atom. So just replace this as a C atom. Now this C atom has a double bond over here. Okay. There's no hydrogen over here. And over here you have hydrogen and OH group. Okay. So it's how it looks like. Now what happens is that this OH group over here on the last C atom reacts with the second C atom to form a hemiketal. Okay. This forms a cyclic structure in the similar way of glucose. But in the case of glucose, you remember that the chain had 6 atoms of carbon, 6 atoms. In a similar way as in the glucose, if you now number it from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in a similar way of glucose, you have to name them from the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 5th carbon. This is 4th carbon. This is 3rd carbon. That's 1st carbon. We had already said once that the fructose is a pyranose, which means that it has a cyclic structure having 5 atoms. So what happens is that the OH group on the 5th carbon atom reacts with this to form a cyclic structure having 5 atoms. Okay, so over here also, in this case also, we have to draw 2 structures, Fisher and Haworth, and it also has 2 anomers. The anomers are alpha and alpha D minus fructose and beta D minus fructose. In the case of glucose, you have over here you have a plus sign, but in the case of fructose over here you have a minus sign, because fructose is a leviotory. Okay, so I'll just erase it again and I'll draw the alpha form of it. The alpha form has what? In the case of alpha, you have to draw OH on the right. So you have a C atom, you have a CH2OH on the left, you have a OH on the right, you have a C, the OH should be on the left, then C, OH on the right, OH on the left. Till now I've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th atom, OH on the right, H on the left. The 6th atom, CH2OH. This should have been erased and it should have been in this form. So if the OH is on the right, it will be named as alpha D minus fructose. So how I drawn this? Just keep the rest similar to glucose. On the top, in the case of glucose, you have one hydrogen and OH. Over here, you have one CH2OH group on one side and you have OH on the next side. So if OH is on the right, it is named as a alpha. But if OH is on the left, it is named as beta. So if the OH was like this, it would have been named as beta D minus fructose. Cool. Now we have to draw the Haworth. So suppose I have to draw the Haworth structure for this beta D minus fructose. So the first thing, the chain has how many atoms? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you have to draw it like this, one oxygen like this. Number it 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw straight lines like this. The ones on the left are to be on the top. So on the first case, OH is on the top, CH2OH on the bottom. On the second one, OH is on the top, hydrogen on the bottom. On the third one, H on the top and OH on the bottom. And on the fourth, we know that CH2OH is out of the plane and hydrogen is inside the plane. So this has to be above. So CH2OH and hydrogen OH. So this is the Haworth structure for beta D minus fructose. So this is Fisher diagram. This is Haworth diagram. Simple. So it's all about fructose.
Thank you for watching. Visit us at needbook.in.